blocker into the punter and get that block.
All right, 2:31 remaining. No timeouts remaining for the Cardinals. They'll get a stoppage at the 2-minute warning. And a first down on their 40. 8 points behind. They need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie. First down, Kyler Murray completes it to Larry Fitzgerald. And he manages to go out of bounds and stop the clock after a 3-yard pickup. So the Cardinal offense coming alive in the last three drives with 2 field goals and their first touchdown of the year. 2nd and 7. And Murray's going to go deep. And Fitzgerald, ball knocked away, double cover downfield by Justin Coleman.
All right, quick in between plays. This was a few hours ago, but our crack staff here on NFL Red Zone dug up the Gardner Minshew to Chris Conley touchdown. This was the only touchdown we didn't see live or seconds after it happened. It was because there was a broadcast power outage in the Jacksonville, Kansas City game. So Gardner Minshew, Chris Conley, it was a few hours ago, but better late than never. And you have seen our to every touchdown to every game. Here comes Kyler.
To Demir Bird. First down. Cardinals would like to get another play off before the 2-minute warning. It'll be a first down on the 37, and they won't be able to do it. And we're down to the 2-minute warning.
Oh, we love it, ladies and gentlemen. Kyler Murray with a chance to be the hero. When we come back from the 2-minute warning timeout, we got to show you now the top 5 Prime plays presented by Amazon Prime. Carson Wentz, deep shot to the old Philadelphia Eagle, now again Philadelphia Eagle, Deshaun Jackson. Welcome back to the team who drafted him all those years ago. 53-yard touchdown. Eagles beat Washington. Josh Allen trying to throw it to his teammate and C.J. Mosley with the pick 6. This started the scoring in the Jets-Bills game. There were no offensive points for most of the first half, but C.J. Mosley got the $50+ million contract to be the defensive leader for the Jets, and the Jets would go on to lose to the Bills 17-16. Malik Hooker with a one-handed interception. Yoink! Former first-round pick of the Colts comes through, picking off Phillip Rivers. However, they would lose in overtime. Case Keenum will dump it off to Vernon Davis. Vernon Davis hurdles a man. Some awful tackling by the Eagles secondary. And then Davis goes into the end zone. He was very emotional after this touchdown, by the way. A great athletic play. He lost his grandfather, who was the father figure in his life, just yesterday. Vernon, we're thinking of you and your family. Washington would lose to the Eagles. And then Pat Mahomes getting in the mix here, zinging it into Sammy Watkins and the highest scoring team in football. It was high scoring again today. 40 points for the Chiefs in their win in Jacksonville to start the season 1-0. That was a 68-yard touchdown. Okay, after the pick 6, you knew the Niners were going to put the finishing touches on it. There it is. They beat the Tampa Bay Buccaneers 31-17, and the turnover woes continue for Jameis Winston. The 49ers in this game, by the way, had 3 interceptions in this game. The 49ers defense all of last year had 2 interceptions. All right, so we're waiting for the 2-minute warning to wrap up there in the final game. And guys, how great is this? Kyler Murray, the #1 overall pick, the Heisman Trophy winner, the only athlete in history to be a first-round draft pick in baseball and football, has a chance to score a game-tying touchdown with a 2-point conversion. No timeouts remain. 2 minutes on the clock. Here we go.
Timeout. It wasn't Bevel's deal alone. Patricia had to go along with it, and he did. 2 minutes remaining, and here's Kyler Murray, and Murray completes it to Keyshawn Johnson, who will lose a yard, maybe 1 on the play.
Yeah, Matt Patricia now needs to take that pencil from underneath his ear there, behind his ear, and write a note to self. Don't take a timeout.
when it looks like the game is going to be over
We have
in
an
our
injured
favor.
player, Detroit, by rule under 2 minutes. That's going to be a charged timeout.
So Rashawn
That's
Melvin
Detroit's
is shaken
second
up.
charged timeout.
So
in the
now the
second half.
Lions will be charged with a timeout and have 1 remaining.
All right, so a little bit more drama building there. The injury timeout will stop the clock at 1 minute and 45 seconds while we wait for the trainers to do their job, the athletic trainer staffs for those teams. We can tell you we've had a robust scoring day. 71 touchdowns, which, by the way, at the end of the show, if you're watching for the first time, we always put together in music video form. The touchdown montage will be coming your way. But 71 touchdowns usually gives us some good celebrations as well. Why don't we take a look at some of the best of those as we tap into the end zone, presented by Visa.
Touchdown!
And goal. It is Henry. It's Henry over the top and in for the touchdown. Caught for the touchdown. Njoku.
Deep one. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, the over-the-shoulder grab. And a major highlight for the Jaguars.
Cousins over the top for the rushing touchdown. And touchdown Rams. Tyler Higbee.
And taken all the way for a Niners touchdown. 39 yards. Richie James Jr.
Okay, during that, Kyler Murray just scrambled for a first down. 1 minute and 38 remain.
Cardinals have trailed all the way.
Previous plays being reviewed.
And a booth review of the previous play.
Want to see if he did actually get across that first down line. It looked initially to me
But he did.
that he was a little bit short. They gave him a great.
Yeah. It looked like he was a full yard shy.
Goes across right here. Does he reach the ball over? Ball's in his right hand. Yeah, he's still about a yard shy of that first down marker. So
Well, the Lions dominated this game. We're up by a score of 24-6 in the fourth quarter, but the Cardinals have come back and their offense has been ineffective today, and unveiling of this new offense, the air raid attack fizzled, and lately it's come alive a little more.
yeah, for 3 quarters, I mean, to call it garbage would have been an insult to garbage, but this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have found their rhythm. They have executed the short passing game on the sidelines, the outs, the corner routes. They've also created some big plays over the middle on some deep crossing routes. This offense all of a sudden has
After
found its
review,
life.
when the runner went out of bounds, the ball was short of the line to gain at the 29-yard line. The ball would be placed at the 29-yard line. It would be third down and 1. The game clock is good at 1 minute and 40 seconds. Please reset to 1:40.
So they add 2 seconds to the clock.
Thank you.
Cardinals cannot stop it anymore. They're out of timeouts. It'll be third down and 1. Matthew Stafford has thrown 3 touchdown passes today, 314 yards. Has had a terrific game. And to this point, the Cardinal defense have kept them in this contest. Third and 1. 2 down territory. And David Johnson with a first down. And nearly broke the tackle. Gets inside the 20. Coming up tonight on NBC, it's Sunday Night Football. The Steelers take on the defending Super Bowl champion Patriots. Kickoff is at 8:20 Eastern, 5:20 Pacific. Clock running. First down on the 19. Cardinals need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game. And here is Kyler Murray, and he flips it to Johnson. Johnson trying to get out of bounds, and he does finally to stop the clock at the 104 mark. And the ball is spotted at the 16.
That's just effort by Johnson because he cut back inside. And I think as soon as he cut back inside, he realized, uh-oh, that was a mistake. I need to get myself out of bounds and save time. And you know what? He fought to get out of bounds there after a short gain.
They spread it out with 5 wide receivers. And on the slant, Tamir Berg will get a first down with under a minute to play. He's at the 9-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Arizona. And a timeout called by the Lions.
Third and final of the second half.
Didn't we say that this could tire out a defense the way they're running it? Here's how we got to this point. Matthew Stafford touchdown passes to Amendola and Gallagher and the rookie Hawkinson, who's had a great game today. 24-6. Tyler Murray struggled, as did this entire offense to start the game. Frustration showed, but he came back. And Tyler Murray with a big touchdown pass to David Johnson. And now they're still alive. So Stafford, brilliant, but his team still in the balance here for a victory. And Matt Patricia trying to see his team hold on.
When they kicked that field goal to score their 9th point, myself and every fan in this stadium was like, go for it on 4th down. You guys have been so bad. But listen, I was wrong because Kingsbury made the right decision to kick that field goal, giving them a chance right here in a 1-score game.
Rashaan Melvin, who's injured, back in the game. And here's the throw into the end zone to Fitzgerald. And the pass is incomplete. No flags. And it'll be second and goal. 47 seconds left. And Coleman doing a good job on the coverage with Larry Fitzgerald.
Yeah, he is really doing a good job. There's some pushing right there. There's some engagement right there, but no call there.
Face mask on the defense, number 90.
And it's going to be an automatic first down. Trey Flowers with a face mask call. And it'll be half the distance to the goal line. They'll place it just inside the 5.
Oh, excuse me, right here, Trey Flowers on the right side. He gets his hand in the face mask a little bit, but come on now.
So it's first and goal at the 4. Tyler Murray on the pass. It's going to be a touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald. Of all people in this young man's offense, it's the 36-year-old veteran who makes the grab for the touchdown, and they've got to go for 2 to tie it up.
Larry Fitzgerald decides to come back for year 16. Through 3 quarters, look at all this. Larry Fitzgerald just running the flat route right there. Beats the defense. Create traffic with the inside receiver.
And it's all going to be here for the 2-point conversion. They bring in Max Williams, a tight end. Charles Clay is in. They have 2 tight ends in now. And the game hangs in the balance right here with 43 seconds remaining. And who would have thought this? The Cardinals have scored 18 points here in the 4th quarter to tie the game at 24.
Here's Here's the two-pointer, and look at where that is. The ball is on the hash right here to create width this way, and that's exactly what they want as Murray comes out. They run a couple of rub routes. They get extra space because they move the ball to the hash, and Christian Kirk takes it in for the touchdown.
The Cardinals and Matt Patricia, and we got to tell you about the footnote earlier. A timeout was called by the Lions a second before Stafford presumably threw a screen pass that would have given them a first down and iced the game with no timeouts left for Arizona. Instead, there was a timeout charged to the Lions. They didn't make it on third down, and the Cardinals have come back to tie it up at 24. And here's what happened on the third down play.
Right here, Darrell Bevell moving over to call the timeout to Patricia. They get the timeout. I'll tell you what, and then the next play, that's the one they don't convert, which leads to the block punt. And guess what, guys? We got a football game. The over route right there to Bird. Now Larry Fitzgerald running some rub routes on the flat right there for the touchdown. Same thing, other direction to Christian Kirk. And this thing's all tied up at 24.
18 unanswered points. 43 seconds to go. And there's Stafford. First down, completes it to Golladay, who has a touchdown grab today. And they're going to clock the ball to stop the clock with under a half a minute remaining. And now 24 seconds. And a first down at the 36 of the Lions. Darrell Bevell trying to dial up a pass to get the Lions at least into field goal range and try to win this one. No timeouts remaining for either team.
And as I mentioned, pregame warm-up, watching Matt Prater just drill 60-yarders.
Stafford has time, going up on top, and the pass is incomplete. Good breakup there by Chris Jones against Golladay, bringing up 10, and we're down to 17 seconds.
Chris Jones out here one-on-one with Golladay, gets the inside release, look and run with him, stay with him, a little hand fighting right there, turns back to the ball, and I like it. Let him play. I love this. Let them play.
And you said the right thing. Turns back to the ball. That was critical.
Right.
All right, third down with 17 seconds left. Stafford deep. And overthrows T.J. Hockenson. Hockenson, who's had a brilliant debut with a penalty flag down in the backfield.
Holding. Offense. Number 68. Penalty decline.
Taylor Decker, the left tackle, holding. Decker called for 4 penalties at the left tackle spot. Meanwhile, Hockenson, in his debut, the #1 draft pick for the Lions, 5 catches and 124 yards and a TD grab for him. But now it's fourth down, 9 seconds to go. And this game headed for overtime. Christian Kirk is back at the 20. Flag down. Penalty flag down, and now Kirk is stopped at the 16 as time has run out.
That is the end of regulation.
And that is the end of regulation. So Kyler Murray, who has come back big, he's 24 for 44 attempts, 226 yards. And overtime coming up, and whoever could anticipate that when we were in the middle of this fourth quarter and an 18-point lead for the Lions.
Dick, they had 3 first downs deep into the third quarter. That's what they had on offense. They hadn't done anything. And to be able to find your rhythm, to be able to have that confidence, to be able to go out there and execute that short passing game and open up some of those explosives over the top, I can't say enough about Kyler Murray. To keep your head in that.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the kicking team, number 49, went out of bounds and stayed out of bounds for longer than he was supposed to. That penalty is declined. We're going to overtime.
I love that explanation.
Let's do it. Second overtime of the late window, ladies and gentlemen, and we are staying for every play from the Cardinals and Lions game as soon as they go into the extra frame. We'll get you the coin toss there in just a minute to see who can start off with the football first there. But how about that touchdown and two-point conversion drive for Kyler Murray and the Cardinals offense? They go 9 plays, 60 yards in 1 minute and 48 seconds with no timeouts in a game where they had been held to 3 first downs through 3 quarters. This was a 24-6 game really early in the fourth quarter. And then the Lions went flat, and the Cardinals have come to life. We'll see who gets the football there in just a minute. Meanwhile, we told you earlier in the day we were going to put a spotlight on one of the players. Our spotlight player of the day, presented by Genesis, was the reigning MVP, Pat Mahomes, starting his 2019 campaign in Jacksonville, and he did not disappoint. Came out like a flamethrower in the first half in Jacksonville. How about 313 yards passing in the first half? He ended up with 378 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, led the Chiefs to 40 points. This was the highest scoring team in football, scored around 35 points a game last year. They put up 40 today. They start 1-0, and he's the spotlight player of the day, presented by Genesis. Okay, they have taken a commercial timeout in that Lions-Cardinals game before the coin flip. So let's go back a little bit and look into the early window of games. Some of the plays and players and scenarios that made us go, wow. How about the Baltimore Ravens? Not that they went down to Miami and won, but the way in which they did it. With the passing game, Lamar Jackson was not a running threat today at all. Well, maybe he was a threat, but they didn't ask him to run because his arms did everything. And the legs of that man right there, Marquise Hollywood Brown, the first-round draft pick for the Ravens. 2 long touchdowns for Hollywood Brown. They were his first 2 NFL catches. Lamar Jackson with 5 touchdown passes on the day. The Ravens break the franchise record for points scored. 59-10 the final. Here's the winning QB.
Not bad for a running back. But yeah, offensive line did a great job. I barely had pressure. Receivers did a great job of getting open, catching the ball, scoring a touchdown. That's what it's all about, and that's what we did today.
Yeah, I'm really happy. I mean, for him, and this is his beginning as well, you know. But for him to come down here to come home, for Marquise to come down here and come home, his first 2 catches I think were touchdowns. I don't know if it's been done. Maybe it has, but that's pretty remarkable. You know, that's something to remember. You know, and I'm really happy for those guys. And
okay, still waiting on the coin flip for the Lions and Cardinals game. Just handed a stat that just kind of blows my mind. So Kyler Murray, we told you right around the third quarter, his passer rating up through the first 3 quarters was around 28. Very poor, like 70 yards passing. In the fourth quarter, Kyler Murray is 14 of 17, 154 yards, and 2 touchdowns. The Heisman winner just flipped it on here in the fourth in front of the hometown crowd. We are ready for overtime as you look at the numbers. Kyler Murray, when will he get the football back? Let's go back to Glendale.
5:20 Pacific, and that's all coming up. Sam Martin gets the OT underway. Andy Isabella. We'll see it sail over his head. Here are the overtime rules. Both teams have an opportunity to possess the ball unless the Cardinals get a touchdown or there's a safety in the game. It's 1 10-minute quarter, 2 timeouts per team. All replays initiated from the booth. So if the Cardinals get a field goal, the Lions can come back, and a touchdown would win the game.
Yes, they get an opportunity to possess the ball, and Now we're going to see with the Lions how they respond to this air raid offense that has been in rhythm, that has been completing passes. They think blitz pressure is coming, or are they going to try to make Kyler Murray uncomfortable here?
Is fatigue a factor?
Absolutely. The tempo in this fourth quarter has been unreal for Arizona.
Starting from the 25. And off to David Johnson. And a good gain of 6 yards on first down. Cliff Kingsbury, who had a losing record at Texas Tech, making his NFL coaching debut as a head coach. Second down and 3. Murray gets time, and he's going up top for Fitzgerald, and Fitzgerald makes the catch. Big play, the longest pass play of the game.
One-on-one coverage. Larry Fitzgerald walks away from Tracy Walker. Eyes, look at the concentration. Elbow down, inbounds.
45 yards. Fitzgerald 114 yards in receptions today on 8 catches. First down at the 23. Here's Murray, and he gets open, and the pass is caught by the tight end, Max Williams, former Raven, and it'll be first and goal now for the Cardinals at the 8.
Little half roll to the right, throw it back to Williams, who kind of does what Amendola did early in this game for the touchdown. Hides and comes across the formation.
15 yards, so 60 yards on 2 passes by Kyler Murray. And a touchdown can win it for the Cardinals. First and goal at the 8. And here's Murray with a fade. And it is incomplete, going to Keyshawn Johnson. And covered by Rashaan Melvin. It'll be second down and goal. Earlier in the game, the Cardinals had a first and goal from the 8 and had to settle for a field goal. And Melvin comes off again, injured for the second time in the last few plays.
He came into the game with a knee injury, and then he just ran into a cameraman down there off the coverage once he went out of bounds, and seems to have re-aggravated that.
So it'll be second and goal at the 8. Chase Edmonds, pretty good playmaker in the second year. Lines up in the Cardinal backfield. And the Lions will call a timeout.
Period. 30-second timeout.
I wonder about the fatigue factor again here. I know that the timeout is not called just for that. They got to be kind of tired.
Well, you saw the earlier overtime game, which was one and done in terms of possessions. The Colts never touched the football in overtime. That's because Anthony Lynn's Chargers took the kickoff and went down the field, and Austin Eckler capped it off with the walk-off touchdown to end it. Chargers 30. And Frank Reich's Indianapolis Colts 24. An exciting game there in Los Angeles. We've got one in Glendale. Kyler Murray can end it with a touchdown here.
Second down and goal. Murray will carry it. Trying to turn the corner. Nothing there. Will lose 2 as he goes out of bounds. Looking for a penalty. Late hit from Coleman. And Walker, nothing there. So third and goal now. It was Walker.
Well, that's dangerously close right there.
That was close.
In his defense, he launched himself toward Murray while Murray was still in bounds. But once you get to that out of bounds marker and you're anywhere in that lower half, that is a dangerous play by Walker.
Third down and goal. Running from pressure is Murray, and he fires, throws the ball away. No one in the area, bringing up fourth down, and so the Cardinals will send in the field goal team. Jelani Tavai, the rookie linebacker, with good pressure on Kyler Murray. So here comes Zane Gonzalez. 3 for 3 today. Will attempt a 28-yarder to give the Cardinals the lead. Gonzalez kick is good, and the Cardinals have taken a 27-24 lead with 7:17 in overtime. It's the first lead of the game for the Arizona Cardinals, but Matt Stafford.
All right, Matthew Stafford getting the football back. If the Cardinals can hold him, Cardinals win the game. Sammy Watkins had himself a day. Started early in the first quarter. It was the opening score between the Chiefs and the Jags. Part of a 9-catch, 198-yard receiving, 3-touchdown day for Sammy Watkins, who has been the, third, fourth, or whatever option in that Chiefs lethal passing attack for the last year and 1 week. Mahomes, 3 touchdowns on the 378. We told you about that. Of course, Nick Foles, one of the other major stories in this game. In the first half of this game, the former Super Bowl MVP hit and injured. And in fact, it was on a touchdown throw to DJ Chark that Nick Foles was sandwiched between a couple of players. He broke his clavicle and will be out several weeks. So they go with Gardner Minshew the rest of the way. The Jags did today and for the foreseeable weeks to come. Minshew comported himself pretty well. 22 of 25, 275 yards, 2 touchdowns, and an interception. But the Chiefs get the W, and that's what matters. Back to Glendale. Oh, we're going to show Deshaun Jackson. Okay, Deshaun Jackson from Carson Wentz. Long touchdown there, and D-Jax, after the years in Washington and then Tampa Bay, finds his way back to the team that drafted him. Let's go back to Glendale, Arizona.
Will start from the 25. He is completed, has Stafford. 24 of 37 passes for 325 yards and 3 touchdowns.
If I'm Darrell Bevell, offensive coordinator right now, I'm saying, okay, guys, calm down. And one, we have to protect our left tackle. We have to make sure whether we slide protection, whether we line a tight end up over there, or whether we have a fullback or tailback chipping. That is our #1 priority. Protection first.
He's had multiple penalties at left tackle. On first down, Stafford has time, and the pass is going to be caught for the first down to Marvin Jones. And a big gain there of 26 yards, and the Lions will have a first down at the 45.
Here we go. That's what we're talking about right there. Protect our left tackle. Make sure that Matthew Stafford has a good pocket. Then the over route to Marvin Jones. Starts with protection. You put that kind of pocket for your quarterback, Matthew Stafford's going to pick people apart.
He was a comeback master in 2016, leading the Lions to the playoffs. Trying to do it here. Kerryon Johnson breaks the tackle off the left side and gets 9 yards on first down to the 45 of Arizona. Jordan Hicks making the tackle.
Second down and 1. This is where I come in. Like, a lot of people are like, oh, let's take one deep. Let's take our shot. Convert. Move the chains. Exhaust the defense. Make them defend. Make them off the ground. Get somebody in their legs. That's what you want to do. Impose your will right here and then get yourself a fresh set of downs.
Second and 1 is not a bad passing down either, but they're going to run. Johnson gets the first down to the 42-yard line. Under 6 minutes remaining in the overtime session. Cardinals with a big passes. One to Larry Fitzgerald for 45 yards. Drive stalled and it set up the field goal to give them the lead. Lions trying to win it with a TD. First down at the 41. Here's Stafford down the middle, and the pass is going to be caught by Marvin Jones. 2 big catches in this overtime period for Marvin Jones, and the Lions will have a first down on the 19 of Arizona. That was good for 23 yards.
Well, we run the boot keep, and we're throwing it back across our body on the over route. Marvin Jones does a great job of sliding underneath that.
And they're going to send it up for a booth review to make sure that that catch was made and the ball didn't hit the ground.
Two hands.
Please reset the game clock to 5 minutes, 7 seconds. 5-7.
I love how he goes down there. Two hands, gets his elbows, what looks like underneath the ball now. Whether he caught it or not, they're reviewing that right now. But he does a really good job. Look at both hands underneath, work up toward the ball, pin it to your chest. Both hands underneath there, there's no way they can overturn that. They call it a catch right off the bat. I just don't think they can overturn that.
Well, I don't think there's anything to reverse the call.
Like conclusive evidence, there does not look to be any conclusive evidence. And look how tight his hands are together underneath that football.
Yeah, he cradled it. Team Blandino looks to us like there's no way they could reverse that call.
I agree with you guys. Hands underneath, ball comes in. It's a big play, so taking an extra look. But again, I haven't seen anything that shows the ball loose on the ground. I think the call here should stand.
The rolling of a catch stands. First down.
So it'll be a first down.
Please put the play clock to 25 seconds. Thank you.
Thank you, Dean. So 5:07 show on the clock, and the Lions are on the Cardinal 18. This Cardinal defense is playing a lot better than people anticipated, but they'll need to stop here. Here's Stafford trying to get into Hockenson. Second down. Boy, Matthew Stafford has been in this position so many times, Mark, in games when he's needed the score to win coming down the stretch. Trying to bounce back from a tough year last year, bothered by the bad back.
Well, he's looked good so far.
Kyler Murray looking for another chance.
Manipulate the pocket, getting outside the pocket.
Kerryon Johnson will be stopped at the 15 with the forward progress. And it'll be third down after the 3-yard pickup. So third down and 7. Winding down to 4 minutes to go in the overtime session.
There's our third down target, Danny Amendola.
Stafford backpedals, going in the end zone, and the ball's knocked away. Terrific play by Tremaine Brock, who's starting this game. The two regular cornerbacks not there, but a flag is down.
Holding. Offense. Number 26. Penalties decline.
And it was the running back, C.J. Anderson, called for holding. And so it'll be fourth down, and Matt Prater will come in to try to tie the game.
Tremaine Brock right here playing the ball at the high point between the hands of the receiver. Does not, this is perfect. I mean, doesn't interfere. His hand does graze down the back, but it doesn't move the receiver at all. You just can't play it better than Tremaine Brock just played that.
Against a 6'4" Golladay. So here it is, a 33-yard field goal. And the kick by Prater is good. And that ties the game at 27-all. So the drama goes on here. Matt Patricia's Lions, who were leading by 18 in the fourth quarter, saw the lead evaporate. Stafford gets the Lions back with 3. And now Kyler Murray has a chance to win.
Team will win the game.
Prater driving the ball through the...
Take this moment to remind you that there were 2 ties in the NFL last season. Vikings were involved with one of those, if I remember correctly. Vikings today... question as to the better team. Minnesota started early and often in beating the Atlanta Falcons 28-12 in a game that probably wasn't even as close as the score indicated. Kirk Cousins, modest day passing the ball, but he was 8 for 10, efficient, just under 100 yards. Had a touchdown to Adam Thielen. You saw Dalvin Cook, one of 2 touchdowns on the day for the young star running back. 111 yards for him, as the Vikings open up the season 1-0. Back to Glendale.
It looked like this crowd was dead. They were on their feet. They've come alive.
Andy Isabella will be back to receive the kick from Sam Martin. And this kick is a deep one and will sail out of the end zone. So they'll start from the 25. This is what Kyler Murray has done today.
This is the second half, and great protection in the pocket. Look at him throw open the wide receiver. All strength on the deep out from the other side of the football field. Touch down the seam to his running back, David Johnson. And then right here on the pick route, Larry Fitzgerald. Go ahead, Larry. Tie it up for the 2-point conversion right there to Christian Kirk. That's the tie ball game. And that's Kyler Murray's second half. Pretty much the fourth quarter and change.
Look at the difference, night and day between the first and second halves for Kyler Murray. And he's 2 for 3 in the overtime for 60 yards, starting from the 25. They spread it out with 5 wide receivers, 3 to the left side. Murray's first pass is complete to the 30 to Charles Clay, the tight end, his first catch of the game. It'll be second down and 5.
Calling empty. David Johnson comes out here as an eligible receiver.
This crowd is on its feet, by the way. All the way around this oval. Second down and 5. Murray on second and 5, and his pass incomplete, intended for Damiere Byrd, and that'll bring up third down and 5. Next on Fox, except on the West Coast, The Simpsons, followed by Last Man Standing. Speaking of Last Man Standing, there are many thousand in the crowd. Third down and 5. Third and 5, and the pass is going to be a first down to Christian Kirk. So there have been a couple of long shots taken by Murray, but it's been the short passes that have been effective for him today.
It has, and right now they're just running the pick route game to perfection. One guy out, another guy in press coverage.
David Johnson picks up about 4 yards, 4.5.
Kyler Murray in complete control of this offense. Look, I mean, he's signaling. He's in control right now. 100% autonomy at the line of scrimmage, signaling his receivers what he wants from them.
Timeout, Arizona. First
and the Cardinals call their first timeout. They have 1 remaining, as do the Lions. It'll be second down and 5.
All right, so a quick timeout in the game, but enough time for us to sneak in this tidbit for you. Number 1 overall picks in their debut have lost 11 straight games. So you think about, like, you know, Jameis Winston and Andrew Luck and all of the players selected number 1 quarterbacks in their debut in the NFL. The last one to win, number 1 overall pick to win his debut, David Carr, back in 2002. In fact, in history, Michael Vick, John Elway, and Jim Plunkett are the only number 1 overall selected quarterbacks to win their NFL debut. Kyler Murray can do just that in the next 2 minutes and 27 seconds with any type of a score.
Yeah, great longevity with the same organization. Second down and 5. 2:27 remaining in overtime. Kyler Murray having a run for his life. And Murray's going to slide. Will lose a little bit there. Good pressure that time by Devon Kennard. So 3rd down and 8. And we will have a break at the 2-minute warning. 27-27. How will this one end? A couple of field goals. A 3-point would win it for the Cardinals.
All right, 2 minutes to go, ladies and gentlemen. We will stay with it till we get a winner or a tie game in that contest in Arizona. Meanwhile, Bills and Jets, one of only 2 division games in the early window. And the Bills would strike with a deep shot, as the touchdown there would help be the difference in the game. 17-16, Buffalo goes on the road to beat Sam Darnold and the New York Jets. All right, how about this one was a surprise. So the most hyped Browns team in decades starts week 1 at home against a Tennessee team that hadn't looked that impressive in the last year or so. Tennessee came in and pounded them, put it to them. In fact, there was a stretch where they forced Baker Mayfield into turnovers, specifically interceptions, in 3 of drives in the 3rd and 4th quarter. Baker Mayfield, by the way, reportedly left the stadium with a soft wrap on his throwing wrist. Reportedly, it's not a major injury, but he did have his throwing wrist wrapped, did Baker Mayfield. 3 interceptions for the second-year quarterback. He did throw a touchdown as well, but the Titans 43-13, looking strong, and Marcus Mariota 3 touchdown passes in what could be a make-it-or-break-it year for Mariota.
12 Super Bowl trophies combined there in that game.
3rd down and 8. Trying to keep it alive is Kyler Murray, and his pass is going to be caught. 1st down, Damiere Byrd. And stops the clock at 1:53 at the 49 of Detroit.
Look at him uncoil. Just drive the football to the outside. Puts it right between the 1 and the 4.
And here's David Johnson for a couple of yards. But slowly becoming a factor in this game. Murray, by the way, has completed 3 more passes than Matthew Stafford today. And whoever thought we would get to that the way he was looking into the 4th quarter.
I'll say that about him.
2nd down and 7. Crowd is quiet, ready to erupt, but they're on their feet as far as we can see. Murray stepping up. This pass intended for Fitzgerald overthrown. Fitzgerald looking around to see of a flag possibility. Nothing there. So now it'll be 3rd down and 8. Darius Slade.
Fitz right there, the one-on-one.
Good no call, I think.
Yeah, and it's a Pro Bowl corner. For anything, Larry was the one grabbed Slade. But Slade is one of those guys that, you know, wants to jam you and soft pedal. He's an outstanding change of direction corner. Just absolutely tremendous.
They're not in field goal range yet. They have to get to the 37. And the ball batted. Incomplete. 4th time today that the Lions have batted down a pass
It's an
at the
incomplete
line.
pass, 4th down.
By Kyler Murray. That was Christian Jones. So now it'll be 4th down and 7.
Here it is, and we've seen this happen several times. Christian Jones just reading the eyes of the quarterback. He's off the ball right there. As soon as he sees Murray loading up to throw that football, he times his jump, gets a piece of it.
2nd and final timeout of overtime, Arizona.
Timeout called.
32nd timeout.
By the Cardinals. So they are out of timeouts.
Cliff Kingsbury calls his final timeout. Kingsbury trying to get a W. The new head coaches with new teams in 2019. The only one to get a win was on Thursday night. Matt LaFleur in the low-scoring season kickoff game won at Soldier Field 10-3 over the Bears. Today, we saw Freddie Kitchens, Brian Flores, Adam Gase, Zach Taylor, Bruce Arians all lose their games. Kingsbury now tied in overtime, and a major decision here. 4th and 7 when you're tied and you're in very long field goal range. What do? Let's go back to Glendale.
Just chapter 1.
Yeah, believe you me. I mean, to play the way this offense played through 3 and not to lose your confidence, to continue to press on, that is impressive.
Back deep is Jamal Agnew. Already muffed one and turned it over today. This ball bounces and will be down by the Cardinals at around the 5-yard line by Trent Sherfield. Murray 29 of 54. Usually when you're throwing 54 passes, you're going to lose in this game. Isn't that the story? But they're even at this point. He's thrown a lot today, Mark.
Hey, rookie, you're in complete control of the huddle. You're in complete control of the line of scrimmage. Go out there and win it for us. We're going to let you sling it 54 times. I mean, it's a recipe to lose, Dick, and yet here we are in a tie ball game with just under a minute left to play in overtime.
Lions have 1 timeout left, starting from their 5. Stafford's pass, and it's caught by Hawkinson, the tight end. Will be short of a first down by 4 yards, but did not get out of bounds, so the clock continues to run. Second down and 3. 39 seconds, clock running. Pressure on Stafford. And he completes it to Amendola. But he stays in bounds as well.
Mistake by Amendola.
He could have gone out of bounds easily and stopped the clock. And now finally the Lions are forced to call their last timeout.
You just don't see that from a veteran player. He lost sense of where he was.
Detroit, that's their last timeout of overtime.
I mean, I can't even believe you would make that decision. Danny Amendola is a better and smarter football player than that. Why he cut back inside? You get out of bounds, you stop that clock and save your timeout.
Still, we got to go back to late in the game when the Lions on a screen pass had a first down. The game with the Cardinals out of field goal or out of timeouts, and the Lions call a timeout right before the snap. Stafford didn't even realize it. That was the critical moment in the game as far as Detroit was concerned. 30 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the 24. Stafford going to go down inside the 15. And the clock cannot be stopped. Terrell Suggs. A new face, but an old face in the NFL.
Terrell Suggs off the edge right here. Look at it, avoids the chip, then just keeps working inside. Matthew Stafford trying to hold the ball to let his receivers get down the middle of the field. That's just great field. Suggs just decides, you know what, I get to knock me inside. I'm going to continue my path inside. I know the quarterback down the field, so he's got to hold it for a minute longer. Leads to 3rd and 19.
With 11 seconds left. 11 seconds away from, it could be a tie game. And this pass nearly intercepted by Tremaine Brock. Brock had it in his hands, couldn't hold on, and now there are 5 seconds left.
I think that was a chance of the ball game. You hold on to that ball.
Get a field goal.
You got an opportunity for a field goal. Ball's outside. Looks like it was tipped by Zach Allen. Right through the hands. I mean, that's one where your eyes get big.
Yeah, look at the reaction by Kingsbury. You grab it, either run it in or step out of bounds, go for the 3 to win the game. So this could be the last play. And the whistle blows, and Did I see Stafford clap his hands?
The ball being snapped. Delay game. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Fourth down.
The reaction is priceless on this dropped interception. Kirk and Murray can't believe what they just saw.
They're like, it's okay, fella. You know, we know you played DB for a reason, right? We moved you over there. Hands like feet on the sideline.
5 seconds left. Talk about prevent defense for the Cardinals. Stafford upfield and throws it away as time runs out. And this game ends up a tie.
That is the end of the game.
And if you would have told anyone that the Cardinals would come back.
Yeah, only one of those head coaches will smile after that tie. Our second Week 1 tie in as many years. Browns and Steelers tied last year in Week 1. 74 total touchdowns, including 5 on defense and special teams. We could have used one more to get a winner in the desert. A tie that has to feel like a loss to the Lions. It may be like a victory in some respects for the rookie head coach and the rookie quarterback who did not look like the game was too big for him. Kyler Murray, much more to come in his young NFL career. That's going to do it for us. We went well past our usual broadcast time. For all of us here in the NFL Red Zone studios, for the producers, Ryan Yunt, Brian Nettles, coordinating producer, Alan Flowers, director J.D. Hanson, I'm Scott Hanson saying thanks so much for watching us. We're back. It is good to be back. We'll see you next week on the same channel. We leave you, as we always do, with one more look at every touchdown from every game presented by Amazon Prime. Good night.
On 3rd and 3, they send Hill in motion. Mahomes looks that way, now will fire and hit his man at the 40. Oh, look out! Sammy Watkins takes it all the way. Explosion in Jacksonville.
Down at 12 for protection. And there is Thielen. He is into the end zone. A touchdown right from the get-go.
3rd and 2. Keenum rolling, pressure, throws. He's got a completion and a first down. It's Vernon Davis, the Angels one, who stays on his feet somehow. And he's going to brace to the end zone and get there. Touchdown, Washington.
There it is, the running back, not Chubb. They're going to give it to Hilliard, the second-year running back, plowing ahead, and he's in for the touchdown. The Browns drive it right down the field on the opening possession.
Hand off to Ingram, and he's in for the touchdown.
Secondary, Devin Singletary in the backfield. Bills have it after a Jets punt. 1st and 10, that's deflected and picked off Mosley. He'll take it in. It's a pick 6 and a touchdown.
10 from Miami, 47-yard line. Jackson over the middle, caught by Hollywood Brown. See you later, Hollywood to the house.
And this is the 3rd big carry of the game, and this one in the end zone for Dalvin Cook.
Foles steps. Deep one. End zone. Caught. Touchdown. DJ Chark, the over-the-shoulder grab. And a major highlight for the Jaguars.
3rd down and 3. Jackson has it all day. Looking deep for Hollywood Brown again. He's got it. Brown off to the races. And he stays on his feet. Touchdown.
Yeah, he's smiling. Mahomes, he's smiling too. Sammy Watkins, touchdown. The Legion of Zoom strikes again.
Quarterback will be for the Jaguars on 2nd and 8. Lamar Jackson looking end zone again. Sneed's got it. 6 more for the Ravens.
From the 5-yard line, 2nd and goal. Brown again, powers down to the goal line. Touchdown Rams!
2nd and goal. It is Henry. It's Henry over the top and in for the touchdown. You're learning that you can't stay with Benno on the bridge.
No, you cannot.
Keenum's going to go deep, and he's got a man McLaurin who makes the catch in open field, and he's gone. A bomb to the rookie Terry McLaurin.
Pressure coming. Jackson just fires it. End zone wide open. Touchdown. There is a flag down.
Walken with the catch. Will this one stand?
Defense number 29. That penalty decline. The result of the play is a touchdown.
Madison, a couple of big runs, and there it is indeed. Cousins over the top for the rushing touchdown. 3rd and 10. It's only a 3-man rush. Still pressure. Wentz just going to air it out, going way deep down the field. He's got a touchdown! Deshaun Jackson. Ingram walks it in for a touchdown, his second of the half.
Fitzpatrick over the middle, caught for a touchdown. Preston Williams.
McCaffrey. Panthers are in the end zone. He's got a touchdown. Here's Wentz, 3rd and goal. Back to pass, pressure, rolls out, throws in. Is caught. Touchdown.
Looking to throw. Who's it going to be? It is Ricard for the touchdown.
Mahomes on the give. Williams walks in. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Darnold. Touchdown.
Le'Veon Bell.
4-man rush. Pressure comes. Wentz going to let it fly. He's got Jackson again. He's got it. Touchdown. Dalvin Cook. Into the end zone. Another touchdown for Cook. Across the middle. And it is caught for the touchdown. Njoku. Malcolm Brown into the end zone. Touchdown Rams.
Quarterback have to live through.
Yeah, at least the system's pretty similar. They didn't change the verbiage this year, and he's got a big one here, Jim.
It's Henry taking the pass with an open field. Taken off down the left sideline with a blocker in front. Davis, and it's going all the way for the touchdown.
Goal. Mahomes pump and throw. End zone. Touchdown. Sammy Watkins.
They flip it. Jeffrey's got it. He's in. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Let alone get back into football shape. 2nd and 5. Minshew sensing the pressure. Gets out of there. Minshew throwing for the touchdown. D.D. Westbrook.
Touchdown, Preston sneaks inside the pylon. And a throw to the end zone, and it is a touchdown for Calvin Ridley from the 11.
Mario into the line.
Now throws it to the end zone for the touchdown, Delaney Walker.
Really impacted.
McCaffrey squirming. Touchdown, Panthers.
RG3 man, it's Mark Andrews. What a day for Andrews.
1st and goal. There's to Henry. Fish it off.
Wide open to the end zone for another Titans touchdown. Delaney Walker has the second one in the quarter. End zone. Touchdown, Rams. Tyler Higbee.
Those both to put their fingerprints on this one. 3rd and 4. Big play. Allen. And he's got him at the 5. The end zone. Caught by Brown. Roberts was on the side. A 38-yard strike.
Spot, you just keep it just enough where you can go down and score one touchdown.
Got another interception.
You see, it just keeps.
And this might be going all the way back for Butler. He's out of bounds. No, they say touchdown. They say touchdown, the 3rd interception. And a throw to the end zone, and it is a touchdown. Inside handoff, Alex Arma has a Panther touchdown. Redskins, last hope, Keenum pressured, throws an end zone, Quinn's got a touchdown. 2nd and goal, Rivers, roll, throw, touchdown, Austin Eckler. Eli Keats flips, touchdown, Giants, Evan Ingram. On the field with that timeout. Brissett to the end zone. Touchdown. T.Y. Hilton. Rivers steps up, throwing inside the 5, caught. Touchdown. Keenan Allen. Got a couple hits on Prescott. Fake it to Pollard. Pass is floated. Touchdown, Jarwin. First and goal after the penalty. Carson into the end zone for the touchdown. They've had him at tight end the last couple of years. Uzama started coming to his own. Dalton, a little flea flicker action. He's got Willis, and he is into the end zone for the touchdown. Prescott, Gates, flips, Witten, welcome back. Touchdown, Dallas. 6. Play fake to Johnson. Stafford gets out of trouble, and he has an open receiver, Danny Amendola. Amendola with a juke, and he scores a touchdown for the Lions.